Welcome back to another episode of The John, your daily sports sim, where we plunge into the sports world. We are a sports pipeline for breaking news, game recaps, and the hottest takes in the sports industry. So we are taking care of business, let us flush out the details, and fill you in on what's happening. So take a seat, get comfortable, and make sure you have plenty of TP. It's time to explode the commode. I'm your host, John, and today we'll be talking about my reactions to the MLB All-Star Game and why I think the MLB All-Star Game is the best All-Star event in all of American, I think all of sports. But first, we got to talk about the game. What an amazing game, guys. AL was down, I think, 6 runs, if I'm not mistaken. And they came back, and they went to the first ever swing-off in MLB All-Star Game history. And I think that's all I need to say. I could literally just end this segment in this video right here and just say the MLB All-Star Game went to a draw, and then it went to a home run swing-off. And that's all you need to know. And that just shows how great the MLB All-Star Game and All-Star Weekend is. And I'm going to compare it. I want to compare it to the NBA and specifically NFL because those are, I feel like, the two biggest rival sports that go with it. The NBA only has a dunk contest because that game got so out of hand that they need to add a literal score, like a score that you're trying to get because the games get up to 200 points a game, and that's not real basketball. I still think it's not a great All-Star game with whatever they're trying to do with dividing it by 4 into like 23 or something. I think that's not a great idea either. You have the 3-point contest. Okay, that's cool. We have the home run derby. I'm saying we as in MLB because I'm all for MLB right now. Even though I'm very critical of the team on my hat. I still do love baseball. I love All-Star Game. I love All-Star Weekend because it is. Yes, I've been critical on this podcast about guys who have been there who don't deserve to be there. But that's in every sport. You're gonna have people like that in every sport. But I really want to focus on. Yeah, some guys might not be there because they should be, but when they're there, they're giving their all. Unlike the NBA where they don't. Now the NFL, this is a joke. It got so lackluster and people didn't care that they switched to flag football. I understand, a lot of people say it's a safety thing, but if you are a professional athlete getting paid millions of dollars, and I'm going to a Pro Bowl, an All-Star game, I'm paying a lot of money. I want to see you play football, not flag football. I could go watch Pee-wee flag football if I wanted to, and I don't have to pay $1 for that. Why am I going to pay thousands of dollars to watch you professional athletes play flag football? It makes no sense to me. And then if the NBA game is a close game, it's going to be 150 to whatever. This MLB, I think it shows how great. I think Manfred, even though a lot of people are very critical of him, I think he's the best commissioner in all of sports. He's made baseball so much more better to watch, enjoyable to watch, quicker to watch, and he's made this great all-star format. I love that. I love this home run swing off, and that's my next talking point. Aaron Boone, were you trying to lose because the AL's won every season in a row for the past, I think, 5-6 seasons? I'm an AL fan, obviously. I'm a White Sox fan, so I thought maybe the AL would give me some happiness, and I was mistaken because when Dave Roberts announced who he's playing, Schwarber, Kyle Stowers, and Pete Alonso, I'm like, okay, Judge, Raleigh, and Vlad Guerrero Jr. Boom. This dude goes Brent Rooker. Okay, I can understand Brent Rooker. Then he goes Randy Arozarena, and the one that really frustrated me, Jonathan Aranda, who's hitting over 300. He should be an all-star, but he is in no means a power hitter. He has 11 home runs. Cal Raleigh has 36. Aaron Judge is the reigning MVP. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who you could also put in this conversation, is known for power. And you put in a dude who's known for average. It felt like I was watching Tony La Russa manage the White Sox again. And I don't know if it's just Joe Torre was there and Joe Torre said something. Even though Joe Torre's a great manager, he's old. Did he say something like, contact is better for this? No. I'm an AL fan. I want to see the AL win. And you're putting guys like Jonathan Aranda, who deserves to be an All-Star. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be an All-Star. I'm saying he does not deserve to be in the home run swing-off. He has 11 home runs. He should not be hitting home runs in all you need it to win, a must-win situation. You put the reigning MVP and the most likely MVP this year, Cal Raleigh. I'll have another podcast coming about that, because Cal Raleigh is the MVP, and if you disagree with me, you're just blatantly wrong. Look at the numbers. He plays the hardest position in baseball, plays every day, leads the league in home runs, and that's all I got for that right now. But yeah, I don't understand what Aaron Boone was doing. It felt like he was trying to lose that game, which that's another thing. Like, that's the integrity. I go to watch these games because of the integrity of the game. I'm watching an MLB All-Star Game because I want to see the best of the best play at the best of the best. I want to see the best of the AL versus the best on the other side, NL. And when you take that away and you put Jonathan Aranda, who's not the best of the best, he's not a great power hitter. Like, that's just what it is. I'm sorry, he's not a great power hitter. And you put him in over guys like literally the two guys. You could have put Byron Buxton in there for all I care. He has more power than Jonathan Aranda. I just don't understand what Aaron Boone was doing, and it felt like he didn't really care. Like, I know it's the All-Star Game. I know I might get some comments and stuff like, dude, it's just the All-Star Game. You're overreacting. But I'm not, because I like seeing competitive games and competitive baseball games. And since I'm a Sox fan, I don't see a lot of those. So this was my one chance to finally see something, and it felt like Aaron Boone just kind of let it crumble. I mean, it was a great atmosphere, like great game to watch. Schwarber going 3 for 3 in those home run swings was insane. I think the MLB has knocked this new format out of the park. I think the home run derby was amazing. I love how, I mean, it sucked how Brent Rooker lost by like 0.8 inches or whatever, but still, you don't see that in the 3-point contest. You don't see this in the Pro Bowl weekend. They have games in the Pro Bowl weekend, and they still can't compete with this. Like, the MLB is, a lot of people are saying dying, which it is. Statistically, it is a dying sport. But because of all these new changes that Rob Manfred has made with the shortage of time, games going only like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, with this new All-Star rule, with all these new studs that are growing the game like Aaron Judge, like Cal Raleigh, the MLB is becoming a lot more enjoyable to watch because you're seeing these superstars all over. Like, every team, except for the Rockies and the White Sox, have elite all-stars on their field, on their team. So I think that's just a great job. That's a show of how great Rob Manfred has done. He's been able to keep this talent and build it. And I think he's done a great job too, going worldwide, going to Japan, going to Korea. This is another great thing. You're trying to grow this sport, which the NBA, they're still, I think, and this might be a hot take, but I think the NBA is still using Michael Jordan and the 90s of how he grew the game worldwide, and I think that's how a lot of people know them. I think, yes, they have superstars now, but they wouldn't have superstars from Europe if it wasn't for MJ. Baseball is trying to do that with Shohei. Shohei's trying to help them expand the game. They're trying to get it open to more of the world than just basically North America and some of the islands. But I think that they've done such a great job of expanding the game and getting more people to tune in and watch the game that it's going to become a bigger sport. This All-Star Weekend showed me all I need to know that it is going to be a mainstream sport in the coming years. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that it's dying, but if you watch that atmosphere and that All-Star Game, watch the highlights on YouTube at MLB. Watch them. Tell me what you think about them, because it is awesome. Also, it looks like these guys aren't trying, and that's another thing. In baseball, it looks like you cannot just not try, because it's such a hard thing to do. You have to go 100% because you can't hit a ball that's 97 miles per hour and has an insane run on it if you're not trying. You need to be trying to hit the baseball. So that's what I think makes the MLB different, is you have to try in order to play this game. You can't just lollygag it. You have to actually try, because you can't be an all-star reliever and throw 90 miles per hour now. You have to throw 97. You have to throw 100. You have to have a 90-mile-per-hour slider. And that's what all of these guys have, and that's what I think makes it so much more interesting than all these other games where they can lollygag. They don't need to care as much as these MLB guys do, and that's why I think the MLB is the best All-Star game in professional sports, and I think it's going to help baseball rise, especially if you get more of these home run swing-offs. I won't be shocked if MLB overtakes the NBA. Honestly, I really don't, because the NBA is dying right now. The viewership is dying, and MLB is kind of the opposite. Everything's going right with them. The games are getting shorter. They're getting more viewers. They're getting more of these stars in the league. So it's a matter of time, I think, before the MLB takes over, and I'm really happy for it. But guys, thank you for listening. That's all I have for today's episode on the John, your Daily Sports Stump, where I gave you my reactions and why I think the MLB is the best all-star game in professional sports. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram for hot takes and sports updates in real time. And if you're looking for even more sports talk, check out the Sports Syllabus Show, where my partner and I tackle the hottest topics in college sports and beyond. It's a two-ply discussion, strong, reliable, and always ready to clean up the messiest takes in sports. Join me next time on the John, your Daily Sports Stump, where we'll be herding the brown cows of team stats for your sports fix. Until then, keep your game face on and stay regular. This is the John.
Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 35, 45 minutes. Somebody open the window.